Okay. So the thing I put together, can you see this?
Yes.
Cool. So I started doing a little leaderboard for our team. And so you're on the board. Woo-hoo.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Ashley.
Hey,
What's up?
not much.
We're
I am currently in Houston, so we're doing a little multitasking, but I'm ready and I'm listening.
Oh my God, you're awesome. What are you doing in Houston?
It is my cousin's birthday weekend, so we are celebrating a little bit, but within reason.
Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. So you can't see my screen, but I'll talk. No worries, I'm gonna just talk through it.
Okay.
So, Michaela is here, and
Hey, Michaela.
Hi. I don't know why I'm waving because you can't see me.
I mean, you might be able. Oh, yeah, I can see you.
oh, you can see us?
Yeah, I mean, it's small at the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see me.
No.
No? Okay.
That's cool. Can we see my screen?
Yeah, it's just small because I'm on my phone.
Whoa. I don't have Zoom on my phone, so I have to download that. Cool. So I told her Kelsey joined us Monday. No, I think it's Saturday. So she'll probably be on our next call because she's just trying to figure out life right now.
Okay.
Y'all remember those first days? So I created a leaderboard, and so for Success Club so far for April, Michaela and Madeline have points on the board with 2 each. Ashley is coming in right behind us, right, Ashley?
Yes, ma'am.
And Callum, LOL, my boyfriend, has 4.
All right, Cal, I'm setting the bar high.
And then I locked in 8 this morning. And our coach, yeah, recruiter of the week, honestly, would be me, but technically Callum. That was me building his account to Emerald. And then coach of the week is Madeline because she hit Emerald last week. So excited, and it's going to be you girls next. So I just put a couple of slides because I feel like maybe some of this might feel familiar. Like the gazillions of questions running through our head. How do I run a challenge group? How do I invite? How do I hit Success Club? Emerald in how many hours? What do I say? How do I get coaches? How do I figure out my power hours? Like, okay, so Diamond. So many questions, right? And it gets totally overwhelming. Like, what the heck do I focus on? So I wanted to just challenge us to switch our mindset from, holy crap, this is too much and I'm totally overwhelmed, to, this is a lot, but I have so many resources and step by step to how to do this, and I'm going to figure it out as I go. And I have to tell myself that all the time because we are so blessed to have so many resources that I have to remind myself, these are just tools. I don't have to be stressed out. And just give a little bit of that encouragement. And really, I wanted to just challenge us from like all the thoughts swirling in our head around like social media and hashtags and like following people and running groups, hitting ranks, and just simplify it. There are just 3 things. When I look back, I did these 3 things every single day, and that is where I've got to where I've gotten to. I worked on my own journey. I did my power hour, and I spent some time on my mindset. That's it. If you do those 3 things, you can figure the rest out later. So I just want to encourage you that because I know that I got so overwhelmed. But, if you work on your own journey, you are going to get awesome results. and you're not going to feel like you're selling anything a day in your life, because you are going to have this tremendous gift that has changed your life. So work on your own journey, get your results, feel good about yourself. That is your number one priority. And then get your power hour done. And my challenge to you is, I think all of us as a team, we're gaining so much momentum, and we're starting to think about our goals and our dreams that we want to accomplish. But let's think about the really, if we want to create a 6-figure business, we have to be willing to work at least an hour a day, right? We would be crazy to think we're going to build a business if we're not even putting in an hour a day. So kind of a gut check. I know Michaela said she had just kind of gotten a good time frame down for her power hour. So hopefully, that is a day-to-day practice moving forward. And then mindset, 15 minutes a day. Mine is, at the beginning, I tried to read books, and I was like, I do not have time to sit down and read a book. So mine now is on my way to work in my car. I put my headphones in. Or if I take a 15-minute lunch break, I'll go walk and put it in. When I'm folding laundry or doing the dishes. But I say that because if your mindset is not in the right spot, you're going to feel defeated at this business, and you are the only thing holding you back. And I'm so big on mindset, because once I got in that rhythm and I fed my brain with all of the good things, things started to happen. But I had to practice that. You're not just going to naturally be confident and someone says no and it not hurt. You have to get your mindset to the right spot. So 15 minutes a day, literally do those 3 things, and you can figure the rest out later. So inviting, I think a lot of times we overcomplicate it, but just start with what you have. If someone is watching your stories, that's an invite. If someone likes your posts, that's an invite. If someone follows you, start up a conversation. Be like, hey, so cool. Thanks for stopping by. Where are you from? Your warm market, your friends of friends. This world is gigantic. So if anyone tells me they don't know who to invite, I'm going to go to your page. I'm going to screenshot your followers listening, and I'm going to send it to you. So hopefully that helps. And then I put a little bit down here on the bottom because I know Madeline wanted to talk about accountability groups, and then Michaela wanted to talk about social media. So I can talk a little bit, and then I'll open the floor, because I really just want to hear where y'all's heads are at with everything. But for accountability groups, you have to be running your own group. If you, like I just said, it goes back to the power hours. If you want to build a business and an income, then you can't piggyback on my group, right? You've got to be the coach for other girls and for your business. So if you don't have a date of your next group, nail that down and text it to me. I know, Ashley, you're working on getting your first one ready. But I would take that as an action item. I'm honestly so impressed with Ashley's commitment right now. And then if you have girls who are not on Beachbody in your group, message them every single month. And I think y'all my success cut points are 9 out of 10 times girls I have messaged 8 months in a row. People just need to hear it, and they need to watch you, and they need to see you do it. So those girls, if you start a group and you say, okay, I'm going to put a bunch of girls in, even people who aren't on VOD, keep asking them. And then I put a little cert about spicing things up. But I think for a lot of y'all, you've probably seen what I do, live videos, tag people, ask active people to step up. Like I asked Ashley this week to help in my group. Check in one-on-one with people, because a lot of times they just want to know that you're still thinking about them and that they matter. Give them tough love, and just make sure like you are leading by example. Like that was honestly a gut check for me, that I was like, oh, why aren't people posting more like in their group about like what they're doing during the day? And then I was like, I've never posted about that. So I'm not doing a good job leading by example. So there are a lot of things, like do a giveaway, do accountability partners. Like there's always ways to spice it up with minimal effort. For social media, literally just don't overcomplicate it. Like we're not here to be bloggers, to have the prettiest filter. Like please go back and look at my first post because they were not good. But like we're here to be like a friend and a neighbor to other people and be relatable to other people, and just be like, oh yeah, that's Michaela, oh yeah, that's Ashley, like I know her, if she can do it, so can I. You know, we're not here to put on like a facade, and so like just don't overcomplicate it. Just take a picture of your meal, take a picture after your workout, or like share old pictures, just post something to let people get to know you. And don't worry about like, it doesn't have the right edit, I don't know what to say, it doesn't have the right filter. Just like the first step is just show up, you know, just set a goal. I have a goal of 4 posts a week. So set a goal. Like if you're not even doing 1 right now, like just set a goal for 1 and then 2. And just do something. Don't overthink it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then I love motivational quotes. So I always say, don't let anyone tell you that your dream is too big. I believe in you guys, and I love watching the momentum that you guys are growing. That's really it. So do not overcomplicate it. It's 3 things. It's your journey, it's your power hour, and it's your mindset. Everything else will come on its own. So with that being said, I would love to hear, like, I guess, Michaela, I know Ashley's in the middle of a store, kind of like where you're at, how you're feeling. If you don't mind sharing with me, I'd love to chat about it.
I feel like I was overwhelmed, but now that today was like my official last day of class, I feel a little bit better. I kind of designed like my own power hour, because I feel like when I would try to do like other people's, it just like wasn't working. So I'm like, you know what, I just need to design my own. I know that I'll do just for now, and I can always build. I feel like the thing I struggle with most, like I know I said social media, but like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't really have ideas of like things to post. Like I can post on my story, which I know that's like where a lot of the interaction's gonna come in. But like just posting like on my feed, I don't really know like what to post, because I want to try to stay in like, you know, try to stay in the same theme, but also at the same time I feel like I have like 5,000 different things I maybe could post about. I don't know. So I just feel overwhelmed with that part.
Yeah, I would think just like, well, for social media, I would just like take the pressure off yourself. Like, don't have to have a theme. Every post does not have to have like some massive, insightful, you know, like thing. In fact, like every like 3 or 4, I try to literally just have like a caption, like 1 sentence. Because yeah, if you like, you can end up, and Paige talked about this, is like there are kind of 2 types of people, like people who are like more like long-winded, like paragraph writers, and then like if you go look at Paige Kemp's Instagram, like every one of her pictures is like 2 sentences. She will literally, like, she took a picture of herself and was like, I like the way I look, so I took a picture and I posted it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just take the pressure off. But I would sit down, and I remember I used to do this all the time, as I would take my notebook paper and I would write out a long list of like possible things, like post one of my dinners, or like post what devotional I was reading, post about like how hard, huh?
Like on your feed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you post like.
Yeah, like I don't post much. Like I try to be in most of mine now, but at the beginning, like I just knew I just needed to do something, and so I would just like take a picture of my devotional or take a picture of my meals. Um, like I posted a picture about like how hard my work is, like talk about like your classes and the challenges that you have, like balancing it all. um I just wouldn't overcomplicate it. Like the everyday things in your life that you are struggling with is all you like is just what you need to share about. And the rest will like come with it. Like you'll get in the hang of it, but you usually only get in the hang of it through like action, through like doing it and practicing.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Paige actually posted I'm just, like in the Live Free page a while ago, like 30 days of posting or something, and it had like a topic for every day. But yeah, like just realizing that it doesn't have to be the best novel ever written. Like it just needs to be something. Because that people just need to know that you're alive and you're doing stuff. I really want to try to find that. I'm looking for it right now. I know I've seen it.
I think I follow it. So I need stuff on like more options and just.
Yeah. Oh, these are a little bit more coach related, but yeah, like sharing your vision board, common objections. So like a lot of times if I'm getting a lot of like one objection, I'll try to like make a post about it. Like if it's about like cost or something, I will like talk about everything else I'm spending money on, or like how I budgeted for it, or like how like in the beginning when I didn't have like a big transformation to post, I posted mental transformations. So like how my mindset was changing, because I mean that is incredibly big. Um, and yeah, so just things like that, like becoming more confident, like my vision board. Because in the beginning, it's like it's easy to look at like the coaches who have been around and like, well, like they stay at home full time, they have so much to talk about. Or like even for me now, like, well, I hit diamond, or like I'm going on the leader retreat, but like in the beginning, I didn't have any of that. So I just was like, I'm reading a really great book and it's changing my mindset. And like I have like my job sucks, but like I have big visions of doing a lot better things, you know? So yeah.
And I was gonna ask, also, I feel like today, for example, I invited one of my friends who we're more like acquaintances. We haven't really talked in a while, but she's getting married soon, and so she has like some like weight loss goals, but she's been going to the gym. So I just like tried to invite her, like see if she wanted to do it along with the gym, and I kind of told her about like the nutrition program that she could like do that along, because she really likes, like, she's a personal trainer, and so like that's kind of like her thing right now. But like her thing was like like when people say like I literally like can't afford it right now, like I don't, I feel like I haven't gotten to the point of like, I don't know, I don't want to be like disrespectful, and like if someone tells me that, I don't want to like not respect them, like saying, like I can't afford this, but also at the same time, like how do you find balance between like, like following up, but also respecting people? Because like if someone's like, if I say no good at something and someone like keeps bugging me about it, then I'm gonna like, it depends on the approach, I guess. But like, how do you like balance that? I guess, I don't know.
Yeah. I tend to when they push back, I will usually give it like one more time. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm really just trying to figure out if it's an excuse or if they're like it's a legit reason. So for on cost, and I should share, I'm gonna write this down to share. There's this objections PowerPoint that I reference all the time. It came from the #1 Beachbody coach. And so it's like a 10-page, like how she answers objections. And when I feel stuck, I go and look at it. I'm going to write it down and I'll put it in our group. But on cost, what I will always do is I relate to the problem because I'll be like, I totally understand, and I feel like I felt the same way once my coach explained that. Like, I break it down. I'm like, $160 divided by 12 months is $13 a month for workouts, meal plans, and accountability groups. Find me a cheaper gym membership than that. And so, and I think too, like, not getting hung up on it, because at the end of the day, if you have to twist someone's arm, they're probably not going to be a great challenger anyways. And it's just like, there are more people out there. Be like, okay, great, not for you right now, next. And I was just watching a training this weekend by a guy who was talking about like with coaches, but it's the same thing. It was like, how do you help? He was like, they're talking about like how to get coaches in, and one person asked like, how do you like help push coaches? And he's like, I don't. Either they want it or they don't. And if not, thank you. I can go grab the next person. And it's the same thing like a challenger is like, okay, great, next.
Yeah, like I kind of don't want to let anyone go by not following up with them, but I also don't want to be super pushy with anyone either. So that's like,
if they're not rude, or like, which literally like that never happens, I still invite them every single month, and I'll just say like, something really lighthearted, like, hey girl, you ready to jump in with us yet, or something. And I'll like, sometimes they'll be like, nope, still broke. I'm like, haha, like, let me know how I can help you budget, so I think it's okay. Like, you're not really, I think you might feel like you're pushing, but often you're not. I feel like you would get the gut feeling. You're like, this person doesn't want me to ask them anymore,
Yeah. Yeah, like she said, like, let me ask my fiance and see if we can budget it. So like, to me, that would be like maybe in a couple weeks or so, I can reach out to her and be like, hey, if she hasn't reached out to me, which we're like, well, don't, but have you like talked to your fiance? Like, how's everything going? I feel like that's not super pushy.
No, she said, let me talk to my fiance. That was the last thing.
Yeah, because she wanted to see if they could like fit it in.
Yeah, no, I would definitely
budget.
With that, I would literally give it like 2 days and be like, hey, did you talk to your fiance? Like,
okay.
I mean, it's just the nature of people. Like, I had to put yourself in their shoes. Like, they're not in this world, and so it's just one little piece of their day. And oftentimes people just need a reminder, like, because you're just an Instagram message and then they like close out and they go about their day. So a lot of times you're not bothering people. You're just like, oh yeah, totally forgot about that, like, I rarely get like, like, do not talk to me again kind of thing. Most people are really nice. And just like moving on, like, in the beginning, one thing I wish I would have understood faster was like, I would get like 2 or 3 people who are really interested, and I'd like put all my money into them, and then like they wouldn't fan out, and I would get so upset. And then I was like, I can't put an expectation on anyone. I just have to go find more people. So that's kind of like the mindset shift that I had to take, because I like the beginning I was like, okay, I've got 3 people that's gonna put me at Success Club, but then like I held out on it for like 3 weeks, and then like 1 would sign up. So just kind of like knowing that there are people out there who do want this, you just gotta keep inviting. Yeah.
I'm
Never mind.
I'm like excited to go all in the summer. So.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know, like what. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should start my group sooner and then just start 80-day obsession like over again. Or I don't know if that's a good program to start out with. Like, what do you think? I think 80-day obsession. Like, I feel like it makes me more committed because it's like a longer period of time. So I'm like really into it. But that's just me. Like some people, I feel like trying to better with a shorter program.
Yeah. And that's my only hesitation, is that it is long, and I feel like even my group is dying a little bit because I feel like day 80 feels so far away. And people just don't have that attention span. But you can totally do it and just like know you're gonna have to pep talk people up. The other problem is that it's a little hard, like with a month program, you're like, when you're talking about it on your stories, then the month's over and you can talk about a new program. With 80-day, I've had a harder time like re-talking about it, because I'm like, well, it's still the same boot camp and I got to get girls into this one that we're in the middle of. But if you love 80-day, like you could be doing it in your challenge group, be doing 21-day fix, as long as you're still posting about 20, like giving them 21-day fix materials, or whatever workout you pick, and you're posting about that and you're logging your workout. That's fine. Like all the girls who are in that secret workout group right now, their challengers aren't doing that because that program doesn't come out until July. So they're running other groups. And like full-time coaches, they'll have like 3 or 4 groups running at a time, like of different programs. So
yeah. Wow. I can't wait till I can get to do that.
Yeah, there's like from going diamond and getting plugged in, like I cannot wait for you guys to get there, because I started getting plugged into all of these leadership pages, and like that screenshot I sent you of like the quarterly bonuses, it's just like we put so much weight on like emerald and diamond, but like the world of like, I feel like after I hit diamond and I got plugged in those groups, it's like holy like camoli, my eyes were open to like the possibilities of getting plugged into like the leadership pages and seeing like how they all operate. It's like really inspiring. So I cannot wait for you guys to get there.
I feel like I just need to get over my fear. Like I just need to get over my fears, I should say. I have a couple. And I feel like I need to get better at being able to like speak in front of people. Like I even get nervous to post videos, or like not live videos. Like I don't like to post myself talking. So I feel like I'm still like in that mindset. So like even imagine like, cause like once you get to that point, you're like a leader and you're like talking to other people about like your business. And I just can't even like imagine that. But like at the same time, I feel like I'm like so ready to be there.
Yeah. Yes, you just have to like swallow it and go. I mean, I always say, like, I literally remember last July taking my first picture and like being like, what the heck am I doing? And then like standing in my kitchen to talk about my first free accountability group, and I'm like sitting there like shaking. But literally you do it 2 or 3 times and then it's like nothing, and like I always think like I have these goals and I have these dreams, and like I can sit over here in fear, or I can just do the things because I want this. And like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Um, nothing. Like nothing at all. Nothing bad came on the other side. So, yeah, I would just like, I would set like, okay, so you guys ended your 21 day fix program. So are you running a group right now? Or are you just in my group?
I'm just in your group. But I want to start, like now that you said that, like I almost want to, because I know I told you, like I want to finish 80 day, like I want to prove to myself that I can. But even if I were to start like the 21 day fix, like, I don't know, like in June, as I'm finishing out that program, so they'll both kind of finish at the same time, and, start a new one in July after that. The one thing I did notice is I kind of like mess around with the share chart thing. The 21 day fix pack, it seems weird. Like it looks like it comes with DVDs instead of like Beachbody on Demand. I don't know if it's just like an old graphic, but it kind of looks.
So I made this mistake. Do not use the 21 day fix challenge pack. So the 21 day fix, I do not know what the purpose of it is, but the 21 day fix challenge pack, it gives you access to just the 21 day fix programs, not the rest of BOD. And then you get a couple of like 21 day fix program materials shipped in the mail instead of like the regular one. I do not know why, because it's the same price. So definitely, yeah, just do the annual Beachbody on Demand with the Shakeology or with the Performance Pack.
So like on Share Cart, just go to like under fitness programs. I think there's just the Beachbody on Demand, like the basic challenge pack.
Yep, it's a very first icon. I think it's even before like Transform 20, and then when it drops down, it's the challenge pack there. That's the one I always send. The only time I didn't do that was when I had the Transform 20 challenge packs. Because that one, the Transform 20 challenge pack, does have access to all of BOD. I think 21 Day Fix is just really old, and they used to not give you all access to everything. Yeah. And now like it comes standard in all the new challenge packs, because I know like the Lift 4 challenge packs, you also get all access to BOD. So I think it just must be an older one or something.
Weird.
So what I would do is like, you are more than welcome to put girls in my group, but I would challenge you like to pick a date for your next group. And I know you said you just finished classes. Yay! And when is your wedding?
I am taking 2 in the summer, but it's only 8 weeks, and it's only 2 classes, where I'm used to 16 weeks, 4 or 5 classes. So it's a much lighter load for sure. So it's definitely doable. I'm trying to plan out my day. So like Evan's saying, obviously for me, because I work with each day a little bit different when I have class, but I really want to make like a schedule and like really get into a routine, because I feel like with school, I'm like, oh, I have this assignment, so like my whole like day changes. I just really like get into a routine for sure. But I'm happy that I have like Power Hour and everything kind of like planned out. I just need to figure out when in my day I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And like using that time down to like gain a lot of momentum. So that everything else like starts getting easier, like doing that dirty work when you have more time. But yeah, so I would, right now, like you still kind of have those like first 3 goals, which is Emerald rank. And so you've got left leg active. So you just need someone on your right. And that too, If you don't, I don't remember, you probably remember, but it unlocks you, if you hit Emerald, you start getting free customer leads. So those are helpful. They're like free people that come into your account. And then Success Club and challenge groups are the three like standards. And so I would just set your date. I think it's totally fine that you're doing 80 day and your challenge groups are doing something different. You can like literally just talk about it. I'm starting like a 21-day program, or whatever you want to do. There are some other shorter programs too. So just pick one, and then that's what you talk about, because you'll still log and you'll still show up, and that's totally fine. And you'll still follow the same like portion container fix, and then just like set a goal of like a number of girls that you want to get in there, and just start making some headway. So I guess that's what I would say, like for you, like let me know the date. Do you have anything going on in May?
So I'm gonna be out of town from May 13th to May 30th because I'm getting married at the end of May.
This doesn't say. I was like, I thought your wedding was in May.
Yeah. So that's it's like I want to start in June. Like I feel like I'm gonna be like in a good like mindset. I feel like May too. I just feel like I won't be a very good leader in a group if I started in May.
Yeah.
Like if I'm with myself.
Yeah. No, I think
But
I get that. But sorry, I think my internet is slow. But what I would challenge you is, so totally agree, like prepping for your wedding and then being gone for your wedding, not the best time to start a group. But what I would challenge you is like, don't let that be an excuse. I would challenge you from now until you leave to set a goal of girls to add into my group. So like signing girls up and saying, hey, here's our accountability group, and put them in mine. And then when you get back, like you'll still be checking in with them. They're your challengers. I'm just kind of like doing the brunt work of the group. And then when you get back, you'll just say, hey, like we're actually going to pull into a smaller group now for like a new program or whatever. So there's always a way. I don't want you to sit on, because it's only April 18th, so I just don't want you to sit on it for like a month and a half. I would just push you to like set a goal of girls to get into my group, like three girls before you leave or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a couple girls, a couple girls had already been signed up with God that were like in my other group, so I know like I'll add a little bit more once I start like my own group.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like getting your consistent power hours in, and setting like a number. Do you have like a goal for your number of invites right now?
I want to try to do 10 a day, and kind of make them more, instead of just like, because I'm still like in my warm market, so trying to like stick to my warm market list. I want to like up it once I start sending like cold market, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you have a number. And just consistency. So saying 10 a day for 5 days a week. That's like 50 in a week, It adds up. All the little things add up. And then same thing for everything, like 1 post a week, or like 2 posts to my stories a day, or whatever. Just starting small, knowing that like all that momentum is going to grow. But I'm proud of you. I'm so glad to see you're so organized.
Yeah.
This thing says we have less than a minute left, so I know it's about to shut us off. But thank you for chatting with me.
Yes, thank you.
And
I always feel so much better after we talk. So
yeah, we'll try to make these like us 4 or 5 small group, like I don't know, maybe, is weekly too often for you guys, or maybe bi-weekly?
For me, it's not like weekly or bi-weekly work. I think Monday nights haven't worked for me in so long, just they have not. So
Yeah.
weekly, I haven't been able to get on those calls. Weekly is fine.
Yeah. It's probably about to shut me off in the middle of my talking, but you can always text me too.